T.B.Photo X1.5 FX, and welcome back to another video. I'm coming to you newly shaven with a bit of razor burn. But anyway, we're not gonna bother with that so much because this video is maybe not gonna be the most exciting one, but that depends on, that depends. But anyway, first of all, a little bit of new, you might have seen this in one of my previous videos that I've gotten the Minolta, the Minolta IVF, flash meter. But I've actually, if you see, look at the pouch here, see it has grown a little bit. Well, what is this then? Well, it's a little bit of an accessory that you can get for this meter, and I thought this would actually be a good one because normally you have the dome meter, this one that you can use, and I can just take a look at it here. I think that I am actually using fairly high ISO on this one, so it is about 1000 ISO, and I'm using about 1/50th, but you don't have that time on this, so it becomes 1/45th. There we go. 4.0 would be a good exposure for this one, and I'm using ambient light, and that kind of rings true because the lens I'm using is a 3.5, so yeah, that works fairly good actually. But anyway, the thing is that this dome unit, you can actually remove. It's sitting with a bayonet fitting, and behind there you have the actual light sensitive area. And this here is the Minolta 5-degree spot viewfinder, so you can actually put this on the meter like so. You have a little bit of a sight here that you can basically do like so, and that makes it so that you can actually do a spot meter or spot reading on whatever you want. So I hope now that if I take a spot reading of the camera and I will turn it over from from f-stop to exposure value, so I will just do so, and it gives you an exposure value of 11. Yeah, but anyway, you can also, you have this swivel, and you also can put this in different locations as such. But I've used this. Actually, I was out, a little bit of a spoiler here, but I was actually out with the Mamiya, with Mr. J, the M645 Junior, and since I don't have the meter finder for that, I thought I will bring this Minolta and test those two out together. Might have a little bit of B-roll with the Panasonic for that, but that's a future project when I have developed the rolls and see if I even got any images. But anyway, as far as I know, it was a fairly decent system to use. A little bit cumbersome to go up and down with a light meter to take a reading, but in all honesty, it worked a treat. But anyway, this video title is about a little bit of a film haul, so I'll just put away the Minolta. And yes, I managed to find a guy on Tradera that had, that sold a bunch of old film stocks that he had lying in the freezer and didn't really need anymore. So I just went in and put some bids in, and I actually won a few of the packs. So these are both, I think I'm going to start with the ones I've bought recently, and then I thought I'd show you some other stocks that I actually have in my freezer at home, and then a little bit of a bonus as well. But anyway, let's see here now, not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one. But anyway, these are frozen now like ice cream sandwiches. But anyway, I know that a lot of guys talks about Kodak, that you basically now have two great Kodak color films. I do actually, I don't have it with me, but I do have a box of 5-pack of Ektar, but I think you have seen that before. So basically, I managed to get myself a 5-pack of expired Portra 160 ISO, and this is the NC, or neutral contrast. I mean, I think you've seen all this before, film in the box and so on. But anyway, and I get a little bit of condensation on the pack because they're out of the freezer. So basically 160 NC, neutral color, neutral contrast, whatever you want to call it. But anyway, that was the first pack I got, but then he actually had a little bit of a, you know, this pack, which is a little bit different. This is Portra 400 UC, or what is Ultra Color. So yeah, you actually got one extra roll in this pack, so it's a 5-pack. But anyway, I haven't really used Portra before, and this one is also that it's you shouldn't take this through the X-ray devices on airports and so on. But anyway, it says here color negative film, new colors intense ultra color. That's what you see as well. So I haven't used this before, and I have these 6 rolls actually. This is a 5-pack, 6-pack. But anyway, wish I had one of those. But anyway, I haven't used Portra before, so I think this would be really cool actually to try them out. So it's a new experience, at least for me. And then I know that I've said a lot of times that, yeah, Fuji, they are the masters of just cancelling brilliant film stocks just like that. So actually, here we go. I haven't heard of this one before. I just bought it because it was fairly inexpensive. It is, what is it called? Fuji Color Reala, R-E-A-L-A, 100 ISO. Professional pack. Yeah, it's as far as I know, this is, yeah, it's a C41, so it's a color negative film. I haven't heard about, if anybody out there has any any information about this, that you have shot it before and what your results were, put a comment in the comment section below, and that goes for every one of these. So basically, this one, it was expired in 2007. So yeah, 10 years out of date, about. A little bit more actually. But anyway, it would be a little bit fun to use it. Although, as I've stated, it's living in the freezer, so hopefully it won't degenerate more. And now, the next one I'm gonna show you. I have gotten a lot of, when I've talked about to people, I think I asked a question to Nico, Nico's photography show, that's Spanish, I think is it Spanish? Yeah, but anyway, great show, great guy, I will really recommend it. He is usually live for an hour at Wednesday evenings. But lördag, as we say in Swedish about Wednesday, it's basically tiny Saturday, but that's beside the point. But anyway, I've asked him about what he prefers, if he prefers C41, color negative, or positive slide film. And he answered like I've heard actually a couple of different photographers say that they prefer slide film. Yeah, I can understand it. But anyway, then I've gotten this here. It's Fuji Velvia Professional. I mean, this one is the Professional 100, RVP 100 ISO. So yeah, this is my first pack of chrome film or slide film. I've never shot slide film before actually. I have to actually confess to that I haven't shot slide film. It has been a little bit because people say that slide film, it is so much more, finicky when it comes to being spot on with exposures. So yeah, Fuji Chrome Velvia. But yeah, this is the RVP version. And then we have this one actually. So the Velvia 100F Professional, color reversal film. Anybody who knows any difference between these two? I mean, slide film. What's your take on it? So put a comment about that as well in the comment section below, because I don't have any, any experience, but these will be my 2 packs to go into slide film. But anyway, let's continue. Maybe we'll do something like that. Because these are actually something I've had since a while back. and I think those two were also expired in 2007. But here we go. These I have used before. I think I used it in one of my Mamiya photo shoot videos. These are Kodak Color Pro Gold. These are the 160 ISO film packs. So yeah, these I've used these before, and I have noticed that they get a little bit yellowish now, because this pack was expired in 2001, and this one, yeah, also in 2001. So they're quite expired, but they work. It's basically a little bit of an experimentation. And yeah, then we have these two packs of, they're the same thing, they're Color Pro Gold, but they were, this one were in 98, and yeah, both of these were expired in 1998, so they're from the last century. So basically, yeah, these are just some of the 120 roll films that I have, and yeah, they're all expired, but I do have some that is non-expired as well. But I thought that I will just use these as a bit of a experimentation. But I think we're gonna go over to a little bit of a surprise as well. I think I might have shown these in a previous video, and I'm taking out a silver package. What can that be? Well, there you go. Polaroid 50. What is it? Polaroid Type 52 Polar Pan. These are actually black and white original Polaroid film stocks. These were the story how I got these Polaroid films were basically that they're 4x5 instant sheet film, plan film, instant. Yeah, basically, my dad works at a company where they made their own employer ID cards, so they needed some way to photograph their employers easy and quick. So what they did do was that they used a Polaroid, a special Polaroid camera that takes 4 images at the same time, so you get 4 images for a ID card. I actually have the camera out in the garage. Actually, I'm planning on maybe selling it, and I'm maybe showing it in a future video. It works still actually, but I didn't just get that little box there, because here we go. Polaroid Polar Pan 4.4x5 instant sheet film, medium contrast, 20 black and white prints, 400 ISO for professional use. So we got 1, we got 2, we got 3, and we got, yes, 4 boxes of unopened original Polaroid film. How do you like those apples? But basically these are, this is as old as me actually. It was July 1989. This one, yeah, July 89, and 89, yeah. So all of these are, basically almost 30 years out of date, but I've actually tried these a little bit, the open pack there. I've actually tried, and they still work. The only thing you have to do is that you really have to put them on someplace very warm, so they will actually, and you have to basically let them develop for a couple of minutes, but they will produce an image. That's the insane thing. So 4 packs and 1 open, half-empty open box with Polaroid film. So yeah, and I do have the camera. Maybe this will be glare, so I'll just put it back here. But anyway, that's all for me for now. Yeah, as always, this is Tobias Bergström from T.B.Photo X1.5 and I would like to see you guys in the next video. And as always, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. So, see you in the next one. So take care from now on. Bye.